Shinobu! Here for some hot pot, huh? What's the occasion?
No, it's nothing like that. Wanmin Restaurant's just closed for a couple of, but it's nice to try somewhere different for a change. Su Arnyang's hot pot is pretty good, and you can't get it at Wanmin Restaurant.
Wanmin's closed? Why would...
Well, it was partly our fault. Recently, some old classmates from the Tongwen Academy got in touch and said they were organizing a get-together. Yenfei's the most senior among us, since she's the most qualified, so she got to pick the location. And she booked Wanmin Restaurant. The turnout was a lot higher than expected, and in the space of 2 days, we somehow got through all of the restaurant's stock for the week ahead. Boss's enormous appetite was also a significant contributing factor. He went a little crazy.
Chef Mao was pretty wiped out by the end, but he had a huge smile on his face. It was the best business he's... The only thing is, it'll take him at least a couple days to fully restock.
Bullchucker's here too? Paimon's surprised we haven't seen him. Those horns stick out like 2 sore thumbs.
Yeah, when he heard I was meeting up with some old classmates, he got very excited and decided he was coming with me. Notwithstanding the fact that Boss has never studied a day in his life, I think he just feels that he didn't get enough chances to indulge.
That other kid you guys brought with you, though, what was his name again? Oh yeah, Grandmaster Hanakato. He seems like a smart cookie. You probably didn't notice because you were busy chatting to your classmates at the time, but he was helping Chef Mao out in the kitchen.
I suspect...
Grandmaster Hanakato?
That's right. Good memory, Paimon. After the near catastrophe that was the Beetle Brawl, Hanakato became an ally of the Arataki gang. He and Boss regularly hang out to have practice matches and discuss Onikabuto rearing strategies. But to his credit, a lot of the things he ropes Boss into doing in the name of beetle brawling actually result in Boss doing some real work for a change. It's made things... For instance, they've decided to spend a few days helping Chef Mao restock the kitchen. Partly to thank him, and partly because they would like to use the opportunity to look for new ingredients to boost their Onikabuto's performance.
I think they're out looking for crabs at Guyun Stone Forest right now, with Miss Xiangling and Mr. Guoba. They all seem to get along great. Guoba's already made friends with Crimson Staff, as Ito calls it, and, they've been out for quite a while, though. Shouldn't they be back by now?
Unless something put them in a playful mood. In which case, it's anyone's...
Well, now Paimon wants to join in the fun. Crabs from Guyun Stone Forest? Paimon, why don't we go see if they need our help? The sooner Wanmin Restaurant is fully stocked, the sooner we get to eat there. And while we're at it, we can see what Bullchucker and Grandmaster Hanakato are really up to over there.
So you two are gonna head over...
I think that's a great idea. The Traveler, Paimon, and Ito make a good team. Not everyone can get through to him, but he usually listens to you two.
You make a good point. Well, thanks for checking up on them, you
it now! A hard shell, a whole bunch of legs, looks like a born warrior. The crab is the Onikabuto of the sea! Throw one of these bad boys in the...
That's right, Oni King! Technically, the crab belongs to a different species, but it has all the qualities of the perfect...
Then it's time for Crimson Staff and Ironclad Beetle King to train harder than ever before! No rest until they've flipped every crab, and once they're done, we'll just need to stoop down and scoop them up! Looks like Xiangling and Guoba are part of the gang now. Huh? Traveler, Paimon! Hey, Xiangling! Hey, Guoba! Well, we were going to gorge ourselves at One Mean Restaurant, but then we ran into Yanfei and Shinobu, who told us you were closed for a few days. So we figured we'd come find you guys and...
You guys! With Mr. Ito and the Grandmaster helping me for the last couple of days, we've actually got most of the things we need now. All that... And Crimson Staff and Ironclad Beetle King will be able to round them up for us in no time. If everything goes to plan. Uh-oh. I may have spoken too soon.
It's a Geobishop hatchling! Bullchucker! Hanakata, watch out!
Hold on, stay calm. I'll assess the situation. Hard shell? Check. Legs? Not too many. But it more than makes up for that with the whole rolling thing. Yeah, looks like a mean fighter. This...
How right you are, Oni King! With a training partner like this, an Onikabuto is sure to reach the apex of its ability.
Wait, I think I reckon it's always rolling around on a nearby island. It's made quite a reputation for itself as far as Guyun Geobishops go. People have taken to calling it Crystal Tornado. It's because if you ever set foot on its little island, then it whooshes over and gives you a nasty whack on the head. It's really... How did you...
Oni King, allow me to send in the troops. Go, Ironclad Beetle King! Test your challenger... Ironclad Beetle King!
One hit and it's all over? I don't believe it. Okay, listen up, Grandmaster. The glorified pet rock is clearly tough. From what I've seen, our opponent has a lot of brute force, but no finesse. Lugging all that weight around is a recipe for crude and clumsy attacks. And if you don't land the hit, it ain't worth... Go, Crimson Staff! Dodge the limbs and tail, wait for an opening, and aim for the... Belly.
Oni King, shall I send in some more Oni...
Wait, what's Guoba doing? Wait, the bishop can understand Guoba?
So, to answer your question from a moment ago, Paimon, I found out about Crystal Tornado's aggressive tendencies the last time we came to gather crabs in Guyunstone Forest. Tornado gave Guoba a big old bash on that, but then Tornado fell unconscious and apparently wasn't seen for weeks after...
Man, what a cool guy. I mean, I figured he was a pretty epic dude just from the look of him, but I've never seen someone just... There's only one possible conclusion. This is a warrior with strength, the likes of which I've...
I must say, I concur. I don't know how, but Guoba-san's, come to think of it, he seems like a pro at catching crabs, too. Guoba-san clearly has some sort of power that lets him bend the minds of... Ah! That's it! The truth has been hiding in plain sight all this time. Guoba-san is a virtuoso beetle battler. With his skills, he can direct an Onikabuto's each and every move.
Huh? Oh, of course. Yeah, that makes total sense. See, if we can get Guoba-san to teach us the art of shelled organism mind control, we'll be unstoppable.
Can we stop discussing what special powers Guoba may or may not have? We have to get these crabs back before too long or they'll go bad. And then this whole...
Right! Get a move on, Bullchucker! Shinobu's waiting for you!
Huh? Wait, what did we... Oh, compadre! If it isn't the Oni King's right hand. Oh, and of course, the flying... Wait, Oh, man. Don't tell me you saw me lose that beetle fight just now. Oh, so
Oh, come on! There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Oni Kabuto don't stand a chance against the Geovishap hatchling. Next time, just give it a couple of whacks with your club.
But that would defeat the whole purpose. Let me explain. Now, it's no secret that you've kicked a fair share of butt in your time. And from what I hear, that includes some of the biggest, most powerful, and meanest. So how'd you do it, huh? Were you born stronger than your most fearsome foe? No! Do you rock up to every fight believing that your odds of winning are 100%? You start with an impossible goal, defeating the unbeatable enemy. And then you do whatever you gotta do to achieve it. Because even you flee the fight once, you'll probably flee the next time. And the time after that.
What's gotten into Bullchucker? He actually said something that made sense. For once, Paimon has nothing.
You hear that? Boba's getting hungry. Crystal Tornado's gone now anyway, and your Oni Cub is so... Are you just gonna stand here gawking, or...?
Chef Sama makes a good point. We are still far from being worthy enough to seek the tutelage. I have heard tell of a great contest of fine warriors that was once held in this place. We stand on hallowed ground, and I say we set up a ring here and now. I shall summon the mightiest beetle battlers of Liyue, and as iron sharpens iron, we will hone our Once we have learned his ways, we will track down that shelled beast and do battle against it once...
Paimon's got a feeling about this, but not actually sure if it's a good one.
Huh? Oh, I'm with you, Grandmaster. Yeah, you're saying that this is the moment. It's time for the long-awaited Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot Camp.
That's right! There's no time to lose, Oni King. Let's set...
Hey! We weren't done talking to you yet! Ugh, unbelievable. Look at them. Not a care in the world.
What did they say it was called again? The Arataki something? Anyway, some sort of beetle fighting tournament, right? If I wasn't so busy with work at the restaurant, I'd love to, but right now, the top priority is dealing with all these fresh crabs. Come on!
Shinobu was saying the Arataki gang came to Liyue for her classmates' reunion, right? Won't throwing an impromptu beetle fighting competition interfere with their plans? Well, not much we can do about it except head back to Wanmin and tell Shinobu.
Guoba, Xiangling, Traveler, and Paimon.
Let me guess. Ito and Hanakato are up to their...
We'll fill you in shortly. First, I need to get all these pristine ingredients safely stored away. The Mistflower Corollas won't keep the crabs cool for much. Plus, the Traveler and Paimon are valued customers, eagerly awaiting a grand feast. I'll get cooking. Then we can catch up while we eat.
Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot Camp? We're guests here, which means we're supposed to be on our best behavior. Leave them to me.
I don't know. I think it could be fun. Anyway, don't stress. Beetle fighting sounds like a great event idea. According to the Comprehensive Compendium of Liyue Law, we just need to notify the relevant office of the Ministry of Civil Affairs, and they'll issue a permit pretty much right away. You never know. Maybe you'll make some new friends with this event. Then you'll have even more people to hang out with when you next come to Leap.
Yeah, and you can bring them all to...
Wait, first the event, and now you're... given the Arataki gang's financial situation...
Oh, come on. You gotta learn to cut loose more. You came all this way. You should be focused on catching up with old friends, making some new ones, and just generally hanging out and doing I need to be at the Ministry of Civil Affairs shortly for something else anyway, so I can get the ball rolling for Ito. All right, I'll handle that while you guys head back to Ito and help get the venue set up. I'll join you later and bring the permit with me.
Yanfei is in a good mood today. She didn't take any persuading to...
Well, event planning's right up her alley. She was an officiator in the Masterful Chefs contest, and she has a lot of... She's also on vacation at the moment, and her old friend Shinobu's in town.
Well, I've missed my chance to discuss the issue of our funds. Guess I've got no choice but to deal with Boss directly now. Traveler, Paimon, thanks for all your help so far. I promise I'll make it up to you the next time we meet.
You mean you don't? Well, if Ito's serious about defeating that Geovishap hatchling with Oni Kabuto, Paimon's kinda curious to see how everything goes down.
Now that you mention it, didn't you help Boss out a lot at the last one of these? The almighty Arataki extraordinary and...
Oh, we didn't really help out. We just played a few matches. But it was
Either way, it sounds like you Understand Boss's perspective far better than I do, so maybe you'll be...
Sure, or, maybe...
All right, Boss. Fun time in Liyue is over.
Shinobu, I can explain.
No, you can't. We've spent too long here. After buying our tickets for the boat home, the gang fund is down to double digits. How can we possibly afford to hold a tournament? Yanfei-senpai very kindly offered to handle the legalities, otherwise you wouldn't even have a permit. Are you expecting her to foot the bill as well? Put a stop to this now, before things get out of control.
But you don't understand. We have a situation here. Normally, I'm happy to do things your way, but the Arataki gang's 2 top Oni Kabuto warriors... Look, we have a whole arena set up and everything. If we back out now, we'll be the laughingstock of the entire beetle fighting world.
You've lost plenty of beetle fights before. Even I can beat you, and I'm not even a serious player. Why are you so bothered about losing to some Bishop hatchling?
Shinobu! Anyway, that's ancient history. I'm on a whole different level now. There isn't a single beetle fighter out there who can touch me. I'm serious about beating that pet rock. Don't think I've got what it takes?
Gladly. You want to do this the hard way? We'll do. Grandmaster Hanakato, get me and Boss a beetle each. Maybe he'll be more amenable to reason after a... If I win, you have to come back with me. No complaining, and no making any more trouble.
Shinobu! Oni King!
You're really doing this, huh? Okay. So... Sky-cleaving white iron...
You're making Paimon
No surprises there. What Bullchecker is really saying is, if you want to fight the Oni King, you have to go through Sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon first.
Exactamundo, amigo. Sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon is one of the Arataki gang's top beetle fighters, but even she isn't in the same league as moi. So, Shinobu, if you want to duel with the Don, you...
Except... Paimon refuses.
What?
Even Paimon knows that you can't just expect other people to pick up your slack all the time. It's not right. So if you're out of if Paimon helps you out, that'll just make more trouble for Yanfei, and then Shinobu will owe her a favor.
Okay, true. But it's all good. I have a backup plan for if we really are out of funds, then, I'll find a job. I'll work nights, do beetle fighting during the day, and pay any expenses out of my own pocket. It'll work. The Grandmaster has helped me find a few good gigs before. As long as it's physical work and the pay's good, I'll take it.
Now you're talking. See, that's the kind of attitude Paimon can get behind.
I can't. Your plan is all well and good, and I do hope you try not to be a burden on other people. But you still need. I know what Boss is trying to do. He's making me fight Paimon first to use up my Oni Kabuto's stamina. Well, good luck with that. Even with a disadvantage, I'm still not gonna make this easy for you. I lost.
That was so tense. Shinobu knew.
Hey! Hey! Sky-cleaving white iron lava.
As agreed, we now have Shinobu's official support to host the Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot.
I haven't battled in ages. I'll have to move to Plan B. Try to keep costs to a minimum, and make sure Yenfei-senpai... I'm gonna hold you to your word, boss. Fund this event yourself by working nights. Battle beetles, all... and one other thing. Our boat tickets home were booked well in advance. I can amend the date, but only by a few days. So, keep this event to maybe 4...
Got it. Sure, promise. Cross my heart and hope to die. Shinobu, you've got it.
Okay, I'll head down to the harbor and see about changing the tickets. I'm warning you, you'd better not go spending all...
Okay, so we've only got 5 battles to get in shape enough for Guoba-san. Then we gotta master what he teaches us, then take down that cocky pet rock. Shinobu is asking us to do the impossible here. But this is the kind of hardcore challenge
Don't worry, Oni King. I'll find people to join us in our great training endeavor. We haven't been in Liyue for long, but I'm certain that this vast land is filled with mighty warriors. We'll have no trouble finding. Now, as for the esteemed Oni King's right...
We've done our part. We saved your butts by getting Shinobu to agree to this. Paimon saw the look of sheer terror on your face.
Oh, of course. I will, In the meantime, if the Oni King's right hand and sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon don't... Because in a few short days, I, the bona fide Beetle Battle King, will raise my game to new heights. Win the respect of...
Cool. Yeah, we'll be watching. So, no pressure. If you mess this up and everyone completely wipes...
Hello, all. I am Iron Tongue Tien, here with an official signboard for the Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot Camp. It also doubles as your permit to...
Whoa! Is this supposed to be...
Oh, sweet! Sadly, it's not my own original artwork, but shit, it's so cool! It's epic! It captures exactly how awesome I... Dude! Wait, not that. How do they usually address strangers in this part of the world? That's the one. Tien Esquire, your artwork is incredible. Words...
You can drop the Esquire, Don Arataki. Also, this promotional artwork was done by a young lady at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Yenfei looks out for her a lot, so when she heard about your event...
Oh, so this is Yenfei's doing. Man, she really...
Young Grandmaster Hanakado here tells me that your boot camp is an ambitious training program that could shape the future of beetle fight. Well, I'm no beetle fighter myself, but I've heard a lot about... Who knows, it might just give me the inspiration for a great new...
Beetle fighting is something you have to have a natural affinity for. Take sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon, for instance. She battled with great prowess. Once Tien Esquire has grasped the basics of beetle fighting and understands the appeal, we must...
Dude, all right, Squirt. Squad. Yeah, Squire. Yeah.
I can see that the Arataki gang has transformed beetle fighting into a fiercely competitive, high-adrenaline...
Great dueling with you, Tien Esquire.
The phrase is the pleasures...
Details, schmeetails. Point is, thank you for supporting our...
I extend my gratitude to you too, Don Arataki. I intend to stay here and watch a while longer to further enrich my writing.
Man, I've never fought against someone so cultured before. My mind's buzzing from all those fancy words. What's that buzzy feeling called again? Looks like the Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot Camp is getting off to a good start.
Oni Kabuto are our friend.
No.
Well, yeah, but Grandmaster Hanakado's a kid too. And one of the other kids from last time was actually pretty good, so age is no measure of a beetle fighter's skill.
Although, Buttercup of Terror has no prior beetle battling experience, her chosen Onikabuto...
I don't know where you got my Onikabuto was a present from Daddy. He got it from a new friend he made last time he was away.
Oh, you're okay, let's send out Sky-Cleaving White Iron Lavender Melon for this one. We don't want any accusation.
Huh! You make it sound like Paimon's the weakest choice on our side! Still, Paimon's probably the safest choice. But only because you two maniacs are a danger to your... Don't be nervous, young lady. It's only a game, so it's just for fun.
I nearly died of a heart attack. That little beastie is fit. How'd you get so freaking good at this without a teacher? Is everyone in Liyue a born warrior or something?
So, this is how Oni Kabuto play together? I get it! Do you have time to play some more? And looks like Buttercup of Terror has a real knack for this. Hey, Bullchucker, if you had this kind of talent, you could probably have learned how to communicate with shelled creatures just by listening to Guoba talk to Crystal Tornado.
Ha!
So then, how's the Arataki Blazing...
Great timing, Yamfit!
My savior! Oh, thanks for helping out with the permit. Wait, I know that look.
Huh? Something... I have a big client who does a lot of cross-border commerce. Anyway, she showered me with gifts once after I helped her win a huge lawsuit. And among them was a very... I didn't know how to look after it at the time, so I got Granny to look after it for a while. It's looking pretty buff these days. Mind if I join in? You're not worried I'll cramp your...
We ought not dismiss your savior, Oni King. What she lacks in experience, she makes up for with one of the sturdiest built and most awe-inspiring Oni...
You make me... Alright, time to send in the Oni King's right hand with Crimson Staff. I know my compadre will stay cool under pressure.
So it's me versus the Traveler? I haven't quite got the hang of this game yet, so apologies in advance for any...
Yanfei's Oni Kabuto is so strong! What is Madam Pink?
See? Your savior's Oni Kabuto. But just like last time, when my generals threw you a few curveballs, the mightiest blade cannot slay its foe except in the hands of a skilled swordmaster.
Wise words, Grandmaster.
Wow, what a blast! I could get into this whole beetle battling thing. This is so much fun. Thanks,
No, this makes no sense. How did you do that? My repute...
It was an honor doing battle with you, good sir.
What the...
So, been busy losing?
I don't see it that way. Unless the bona fide beetle battle king is in battle and in life, it's normal to hit setbacks every once in a while. But a
Word! Heck yeah! I ain't about to admit defeat yet.
still, there's nothing to be gained from constantly making excuses. Don't...
Oni King, this brand of enemy doesn't seem to be your area of expertise. I advise you send in another of your generals and observe the duel. Watching others do battle is also a crucial part of a warrior's training. Some skills one learns by doing.
Good point, Grandmaster. And good timing, compadre. Oni...
Finally, it's your turn! Make it count, Traveler.
So, I'm going head-to-head with the legendary Traveler. Nicely done. You beat... I'd go as far as to say that it's an honor to...
So that's how you...
Yep, when you're up against a cunning enemy, when your tactics fail, you have to change your point of view. In our journeys far and wide, we often have to think on... Clinging to old methods can never solve the problem, no matter how hard you try.
I think Shinobu said something like that once, too. I guess there's something to it after all, but I'll mull it over some other time. Right now, my focus is on the task at hand. day has finally come! Guoba-san! I've been training hard at the Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot Camp, and now I want to show you just how far I've come. If my progress satisfies you, then please, teach me! Show me the way to communicate with Crimson Staff, Crystal Do that, and I swear, once I become the reigning champion of the beetle fighting world, I will build a mighty statue in your image at the What the? Guoba-san got a brand new Oni Kabuto.
That does not...
Oh, it appears to be not a typical Oni Kabuto shell, but one built of resilient wood. Is it wearing a suit of armor?
We told Granny all about your Oni Kabuto boot camp. It really piqued her interest when she heard that Guoba was getting a disciple. As it turned out, a friend of hers had made a whole bunch of gardening and landscaping machines to look after the silk flowers on the terrace. They're called...
The bloom pruner can transform into the shape of any creature to blend into its environment. Squirrels, butterflies, finches, you name it. So, Master gave Guoba a bloom pruner and got it to take the form of an Oni Kabuto so it can battle against you. That's pretty high-tech for a gardening Xiangling's master is Madame Ping, so Madame Ping's friend... Aha! Of course!
No machine can compare to a real live Oni Kabuto warrior. Did Guoba-san pick a dumbed-down enemy on purpose so we can showcase all our awesome skills?
You may be wise to temper your optimism, Oni King. My beetle senses are failing to detect this Oni Kabuto's might. Or perhaps...
It's not even alive. There's nothing for you to sense. Anyway, Guoba-san may possess limitless power, but a warrior needs to be one with his weapon. The bond between Oni Kabuto and trainer is forged through blood, sweat, and tears, not wood, mesh, and gears. Crimson Staff and I are... Let's get this duel going. It's time for Guoba-san to witness my true potential.
Oh, Bullchucker sure made short work of the Bloom Pruner.
I won! Victory is mine! Alrighty then. Guoba-san, if I have earned your recognition, I humbly ask you... Huh? Guoba-san, you look... pleased? But does this mean you're proud of me for my swift... Aw, shucks! I don't know what to say! You're too kind,
It looks like Guoba's all warmed up now. The Bloom Pruner is ready to operate at full power.
Guoba, remember the plan? In this round, we want to increase the Bloom Pruner's power output from 0.1% to 1%. Any higher and you'll risk knocking Ito's Onikabuto out cold. Okay, there it is. Paimon knew something was up.
As I feared.
Wait, hold on a minute. 0.1%? As you've got to be kidding me. All that was just 1/1000th of its top power?
Guoba's a little confused. You did say you wanted to train your Onikabuto to defeat Crystal Tornado.
I thought it would go without saying given the size. The Bloom Pruner has to shift rocks the size of casserole dishes. So obviously, even then, Crystal Tornado is bigger still. It dwarfs me and Guoba, and it's even taller than you.
That's impossible! If we were talking, twice as strong as the last fight, I think I'd have a shot. 10 times as strong, and we're already looking at losing most, if not all. About 1,000 times stronger?
When your tactics fail, you have to change your point of view. In our journeys far and wide, we often have to think on our feet. Clinging to old methods can never solve the problem, no matter how hard you try.
Of course, Guoba-san. This is what I gotta study mechanics! Then build a suit of armor for Crimson Staff that'll take his abilities to a whole... Or maybe, heck, I could build a bigger, stronger mechanical Onikabuto, piloted by Crimson Staff under my direction.
An Onikabuto piloting a mechanical Onikabuto? How do you expect to pull that off? It does not even...
Seeing the power of Bloom Pruner has made me realize something. There's a natural limit to Onikabuto's strength. People have tried to tell me this before. Shinobu, the Grandmaster, especially Sky-Cleaving Wide Iron Lavender Melon. Admitting defeat is shameful, but Guoba-san has shown me a new path. Mechanically with this new technique in my arsenal, size will be no obstacle to me and my valiant beetle warriors as we set out to beat Crystal Tornado once and for all.
Looks like Guoba's not...
Mechanics, huh? I'd have to get my master to see if her friend would be willing to help. She's the expert.
Did you say expert? Please, Guoba-san, Chef-sama, my savior, introduce me.
Uh-huh. Thinking of becoming the second Arataki gang member to study in Liyue, are you, boss?
Shinobu, when'd you get back?
Time's up. We spent our last mora on these boat tickets, and if we don't get to the harbor pronto, they'll go to waste.
But, give me a minute.
Yeah, I heard. I was actually very pleased to hear the suggestion of you doing some sort of studying coming out of your own mouth. I have some relevant experience, but unfortunately, studying in Liyue is very expensive. The Arataki gang's typical expenditures are a drop in the ocean by comparison.
It'll be fine. I'll just, I know what I'm getting into here, all right? I got it all planned out in my head. It's not like I've never gotten paid work before. As soon as I get earning, we'll all have cash for the burning. And don't think for 1 second I'll be abandoning you or the rest of the Arataki gang neither. I ain't the kind of head honcho that runs... If we're gonna study, we do it as a team. Once I've got enough mora for everyone's tuition fees, the whole Arataki gang is coming to Liyue. We'll study together, learn some epic new skills together, and come out the other side as the stronger, smarter, invincible Arataki gang.
You're saying all of the right things. Who are you and...
Wow, Bullchucker! Those were some bold words. You better make sure you follow through.
Of course, I still need to iron out some deeds in
In that case, Oni King, I'll stay here in Liyue. Firstly, this will enable me to follow up with Chef-sama and discuss. Secondly, now that word of the Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot Camp has begun to spread, I'll be able to scout for talented warriors. Also, if the Oni King's right hand and sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon wish to continue battling, or analyze the battle so far.
Awesome! Good thinking, Grand. Okay, standard procedure applies. I'll let your grandpops know what you're up to so we won't worry about you. Man, I am so pumped to see what you'll have for us next time.
I do need to make one thing clear, though. I can't promise that we'll be able to talk an Adeptus into taking you on as students. Yenfei and I will do our best, but what
The great master of whom you speak boasts a skill others can only dream of. Their pride and prestige don't faze us. The important thing is that I, on behalf of the Oni King and the Arataki gang, so I'll need to do some research to find out what kind of gift we should offer if we're to be seen as worthy of learning the mysteries behind the manufacture of the bloom pruner.
Boss, we gotta leave right now. Traveler, Paimon, Yenfei-senpai, Miss Xiangling, Guoba, you've all been a huge help to Boss. Please, take this as a token of my gratitude. I hope you...
Wow, you got us a gift! Thanks, Shinobu. You're so thoughtful.
The time has come. Adios, compadre. See ya, sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon. Goodbye, Guoba-san and Chef-sama. And fair, I'll be back real soon. I promise. We'll meet...
Don't make promises you can't keep, Book. It's good to have ambitions, but don't let yourself get carried away in the heat of the moment. Do what Shinobu But of course, if everything works out, Paimon can't wait to see Crimson's staff driving a ginormous mechanical Onikabuto the next time we meet.